Hey everybody, welcome to Matt Men, your source for all things professional wrestling. I'm Andrew Zare, and I'm joined by my... Let's hold hands. There you go. This is what we're going to do all day. Rich Stambolian, how are you?
I'm great. Don't
do that too many times. Don't throw us off here.
You know what? I think people will appreciate it. Hang on, let me just get a sip of
water.
You know,
Rich... I got to tell you, that voice is one of the worst ones I've heard and also one of the best ones at the same time. And the people that would be most offended by it, I make Rich do voicemails, like voice memos to me, talking about the most obscene things. And I'm like, hey, you want to hear? You got a voice message from someone special. And I play it for them. And I see the fumes going off in their heads. I think it's fantastic.
What the F is this?
Not making a political statement here. I just find the humor in it.
Never. It's just a dumb voice from a dumb person.
It's a dumb voice from a dumb person.
That's it.
You like my mug?
I love your mug.
I'm pushing all the boundaries. I got a Tim
mug.
Dillon shirt on. You're doing a Trump voice. I got a chatterbait. Nobody knows what to do here. I do have presents for you, though. I want to give you presents before we talk about professional wrestling. I have a lot of news. We're going to talk about who the mystery man is. Do you have your camera covered?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Are they peeping on you?
Oh,
you know, when you're walking around. Jonathan's peeping on you. I see that. We're going to talk about Full Gear coming up tomorrow. Love a Saturday pay-per-view. We're going to be talking about Survivor Series. Who's behind the devil mask? Who is the new signee to AEW? You have all this to talk about. But I want to give Rich a present because I've been trying to give him this.
Your present is my present.
Oh. I got you two things.
Whoa. Ooh.
I got you two things.
Ooh la la. Wow.
Ooh la la.
Wow. Do I open them now?
Yeah, open them now.
All right, let's see what these presents are. Thank you.
Yeah. I think you'll like them. You'll appreciate these.
Ooh,
the packaging is very nice.
Very nice.
I was going to give it to you for Christmas.
Thank you. Ooh.
But I was like, hell with it. I'll do it now.
Yes. This is beautiful. Hold on. I think I know what might be in the other box. Hold on, guys. This is why I don't do unboxing shows.
Yeah, you're not very good at it.
I'm a effing klutz. All right, that's one.
That's one.
Let me open the other.
Yeah.
And I'll spring them on you guys.
Yeah, I got Rich Funkos.
A couple of Funkos.
I got him two Funkos.
Nice. Couple of Funkos.
I'm not like a Funko collector, but I appreciate them. They're cute. I know. But like I have it in my studio because they're cute. But I'm not like buying these and like
I like how you say that when you're surrounded by Funkos.
I'm also not a comic book collector, but I have about 1,000 of them here.
All right, let's see.
All right, here you go.
1 and 2.
You got two.
This is a beautiful combination. Thank you very much.
You're
I appreciate
very welcome.
This. That's Carmella, and Tony Soprano Funko.
With his duck.
With his duck.
Yeah,
and the robe.
Yeah.
This is great. Oh, these are awesome. Thank you, man.
You're very welcome.
I love these. I'm going to display these when I get home.
Yeah, I thought you'd appreciate it.
Oh,
We're
of course.
both Sopranos fans.
All we do is talk about Sopranos and Seinfeld.
Sopranos, Seinfeld, very inappropriate stuff in the boy chat.
Yeah.
And wrestling.
We
That's
got
about it.
That bad boy chat going.
We got the bad boy chat. Not like P. Diddy. He was a real bad boy. Did you hear about this? Did you hear what happened?
Well, I feel like the time isn't on his side with a lot of stuff.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Times have changed. Let's talk about professional wrestling here. I want to thank all of you guys for joining us. We are approaching year number 13 for the show. We started the show in November of 2011. We did our first show.
How crazy is that?
And now we're entering the future, and nothing has gotten better.
Whenever you say stuff like that, it makes me think the next words out of your mouth are, and this is it.
And this is it.
And this is it.
You know, I got to tell you, my tweet from a couple days ago really made me hate talking about wrestling with anybody on the internet.
It was a beautiful sandwich of the internet. Which one? The one the bird one or the one before that?
Well, the one before that. What was the one before that people lost their minds?
MG, what was the one before that?
Was that the one about Collision not being on that one?
Yes. Okay. Collision
December?
won't be on in December, the day of the pay-per-view.
Oh, guess what? That's a good idea.
So everybody lost their minds.
So they lost their minds on that, and then there was a story that somebody put out. And I debunked it. I said, that's not true. I think, it was like there's a major snag in the WBD. They're going to drop AEW essentially, or alluding to that. And I was like, that's not true. None of that is true. Right. And then I got like hit. They're like, how do you know?
How do you know?
Why would someone tell you anything?
Yeah, isn't that weird? Isn't it? Okay, number one. It goes to show you that nobody watches any of the 10 shows that you do about wrestling.
No, not a clue.
Number two, it also goes to show you that nobody effing pays attention to what you've always said about where I guess you get your sources from. You know, like, you know, a lot of people who are not in the wrestling management, but in the network side of things.
Yeah. Media, ads,
Media,
you know.
ad sales, advertising, everything. Marketing. You're a marketing guy,
I'm a marketing guy.
right?
PR, marketing. That's my thing.
Right. So I don't like to see you get pooped on because you're my buddy
Yeah.
and I love you and we're friends.
Yes.
But I get a kick out of when it happens because it's always by some bozo.
And they're bad. By the way, we got to keep the language down. LG24 is teaching right now.
Ah, okay. Great.
Rich, still screaming
Great.
your name since New York Comic Con.
Ah.
By the way, I'm teaching right now. Best teacher in the biz. So we'll behave as much as we can. The best was he's like, yeah, what do you know? You own strip clubs. I'm like, I wish I did.
I know, right?
Do you know how much money?
Yeah.
You think I'd be sitting down talking about wrestling with you guys?
If you switch
probably
places
would,
with the guy who owns your club,
Yeah.
how much money would that be?
I don't even want to say.
Right?
It's so obscene.
It's absurd,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Is it one
Very
guy or is it like a bunch of guys?
It's mainly one guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you've met him?
Yeah.
Do you look like Mr. Burns?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
He's great.
Does
He's
he
the
look
best.
like MG?
Yeah. He looks just like MG. It's unbelievable.
I think MG, do you have like chaw in your mouth? Did you just spit out some tobacco?
No.
We doing a snuff?
Yeah. What do you got, a snuff box there? An old-timey little...
I don't even want to show him on camera. He's so upsetting to look at it early in the morning. He's fine in the afternoon.
That's a little mean.
But like his face settles in.
He's fine in the afternoon.
Yeah.
He's like Clayface. He didn't mold it yet. He didn't mold it properly. All right. Guys, we're going to do your super chats at the end of the show.
Yeah, Joel.
Keep them coming.
I got a lot of insight on this stuff. Where do you want to go, Rich? You started off.
All right. So we might as well go into the AEW news. Tony Khan announced that he would debut a new signee at Full Gear and said it was somebody that the fans would be happy with.
Bird up.
Bird up, which makes me think it's not pandering, but that phrasing is like, you guys will be happy with this one.
So I knew that this announcement was coming, right? So it's interesting how I get information. Sometimes like I get it like perfectly put together, and other times I get it like in pieces. I initially thought the announcement was coming, the way that it was worded to me was coming on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then I reread it because I messaged everybody to confirm this. And I'm full disclosure, like I messaged Sean, I messaged Dave, I messaged Brian, you know, like the regulars. And I'm
guys,
like, hey,
the boys.
can I confirm something with you? You know, this is what I'm hearing. And nobody had heard that, what I had heard.
Interesting.
And then I was, I got pretty solid confirmation on who it could be. You know, it could be anything. It could be a Swerve. It could be
Not Swerve.
not Swerve. It's not Swerve.
A Swerve.
He's already signed. It could be a Swerve.
Guys, it's the Miz.
But you know, I put my tweet out. If you want to go see it, you could go see it. If you don't, there's only a couple people. It's not going to be a WWE person because those people are still under contract till December. So a lot of people assumed it was Dolph. Dolph, I could see being there.
Larry Bird.
It's Larry Bird.
Dolph, sure, but I don't think like. Do you think he'll have like such an like oh shit moment like?
You know, at one point he was considered one of the best wrestlers.
Sure.
You know,
I think he still is.
Of course, yeah, he's an unbelievable talent. It's not Dolph. It's not Dolph. It's going to be someone. You know, there's only two names really. I don't know when Matt Riddle's contract expires, but he would be interesting. I was
December 20th is all of them.
All of them. Okay.
That whole batch that got released in September.
Yeah. So listen, it's not obviously we know it's not them unless someone got a release. So you could put it together. There's only two names that it could be, and I don't think it's Mercedes.
I don't think it's Mercedes either. Can we just say who we think it is?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
I mean, all signs point to Will Ospreay.
I was told Will Ospreay.
Okay.
Now, you know, that is a big deal.
Huge deal.
Huge deal because WWE was actively pursuing him.
Will make the fans happy.
Will make the fans happy. He's a great hand. He is the wrestler of the year.
Absolutely.
Nobody has put on this level of matches. You know, I could think of Omega's run in 2017, you know, when I think of the level of great matches that could be possible. The other thing I'm thinking is, you know, Ronda Rousey last night did some cool business.
She did.
With Athena. Tony's exact words were respected by virtually all AEW fans, alluding to someone who was already on AEW TV before,
Right.
which means Ospreay. I got a lot of shit. People like, if this was WWE, you wouldn't ruin it. And I'm like, I've ruined a ton of stuff for WWE, and I don't mean to ruin it. I'm having fun. I'm not a journalist.
Right.
I'm allowed to effing tweet if I want to.
That's the other thing that probably I would assume drives you nuts when people come after you and they go, "You call this journalism?"
I'm like, no, I'm not one.
You've never said you were a journalist.
And it's wild. They're like, oh, playing games and posting images for people to question. That's not journalism. I'm like, no, it's not.
It's not journalism. You're just having fun.
I'm just having. Why can't I have fun on the internet anymore?
You're a funnelist.
Why is it? I'm a funnelist.
You're a funnelist.
He's a funnelist.
You're not allowed to have fun on the internet anymore.
No,
I mean,
not at all.
You could with the cup you're holding, but
With this cup,
You know,
you know what? I'm 2 days away from doing this
just like turning it. Oh, for yourself. You're
for
making your own
myself.
channel.
Yeah. But just I'm gonna watch myself. That's all I'm gonna do. It's not gonna be public. It's just for me. Okada's another name people were talking about. And did you see that report that people are saying like, oh, WWE's interested in Okada?
That report has been around for 10 years.
They've been been interested in Okada since the Nakamura AJ grab.
Mm-hmm.
So, I wonder if he went there, would he be Okada, or he would turn into like a Nakamura and get, everybody appreciates how great he is, but
I think you'd have to accommodate Okada because of the stature of it, right? I feel like his entrance would be that much more better. Now imagine like WWE production behind the dollars falling and like pyro and the robes and all this stuff. It would be beautiful. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Ospreay and AEW makes sense. I do. What's the main event of Full Gear? It's MJF versus
Jay White.
Jay White, right? I would say if they sign Ospreay, put that belt on him in a brutal match and have him defend it for a year.
They could do something really cool like that, right? Like that's out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this when we get to this, but I'm heavily leaning towards Ospreay. Listen, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that. I'm just relaying what was told to me.
Exactly.
I'm not.
It's CM Punk.
Yeah, dude, if that was, the devil still, we could talk about that. All right. What else do we have?
Kota Ibushi officially signs with AEW.
Yeah.
Tony Khan announced it on X, formerly Twitter, after this week's Dynamite. Very cool. You and I are both huge Ibushi fans.
Yeah, love him.
And I'm very excited to see.
Not the same
him.
Ibushi, though.
I think he's got to tweak the bugs a little bit, right? Because it's not the same dude. I think he'll get there. Because he hasn't wrestled in a while, and he's only had like a few matches since his return, right?
He needs to work himself into shape.
So,
yeah, he's a little thicker.
I think if he stays stateside and trains and does the tour, we'll see that old Ibushi again.
I hope so, because this was what was this? His second match
with AEW?
Yeah, MG.
I'm gonna say third.
I'll look it up real quick. I want to say
return match
3
was with Speedball on an indie show.
Yeah, okay. So maybe he's had 10 matches in the States, right? I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're telling me, like, if I was going to talk about the legacy of Ibushi and you showed me Wednesday night's performance, or that Blood and Guts performance, I would be like, oh, that's him. Like if I wasn't familiar with it. He's not the same guy right now, but I hope that he kind of tweaks exactly what you said. He tweaks what he's doing.
He's been through a lot. I think that may have taken a little bit of a toll.
Sure.
But, love to see him on TV. Love the guy. Great wrestler. One
What
of
is
our
that,
favorite
MJ?
wrestlers over the last 10
I have an answer for you.
Give me.
He's wrestled since he's been back. 7 matches, 2 in GCW, 1 for GLEAT. So that's that Japan promotion, and then 4 for AEW. All tag matches.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah. AEW announces the Continental Classic tournament beginning November 22nd. That's next week. Finals will be at World's End on December 30th. Danielson is the first entrant. This is a 12-man round-robin tournament, very similar to New Japan's G1. Listen, very excited for this.
Yeah, I'm curious to see who else is in this.
Continental Classic.
The Continental Classic. Of course, that's a very AEW name to put it, in homage to old school wrestling.
Yeah.
Do you put all like the big names in here?
You put the big names
Do
and
you
you put a couple of
elevate somebody
surprises.
new? Do you treat this like a King of the Ring, where the guy that wins it will become, focus put on him? Because if that's the case, I would do like Will Hobbs.
The Continental Crown. I do personally think this is going to be like the wrestlers tournament.
Yeah. Okay.
So you'll get your Danielson, your Claudio, your Mox, your Eddie Kingston. Maybe an Osprey, maybe a Zack Sabre.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you be into Zack Sabre showing up in this?
Yeah, I would love it.
And then the final being Sabre Danielson 2.
You could put Sabre,
Right.
Danielson,
Jay White.
You could do Jay White. You could do Wheeler Yuta, Daniel Garcia.
Throw Jericho in there.
You could put Jericho in there. You could put Andrade in there. I want to see these guys in these matches. So let's see. What does the winner get? Have they said that?
MG, do you know?
They haven't said it yet. They just said they're doing the tournament.
Yeah.
I would imagine it's gonna be some sort of title shot. I would think,
Sure.
or something.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Maybe it's a title shot at Revolution in February.
Well, how about January? Are you forgetting that there probably is a pay-per-view in January? Or no,
No,
maybe
I
not.
don't know.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Mm.
Maybe February, and then they kickstart it. They take off in January.
Or Winter's Coming. The Winter's Coming show they usually do in January.
You could
They
do
could
that
do
too.
it there.
Yeah. Tony Khan, Full Gear media call highlights. Full Gear is trending towards $1 million gate. It's currently closer to 900,000. Walk-up sales should put them over $1 million.
Cool.
Yeah, very cool. He also said that he and Tony Storm have been working on the Timeless character for quite a while. I think that's a great character.
Mm-hmm.
He's been heavily involved and said to expect more development to come. He also said that he was waiting to bring in Mariah May. So I guess they're going to do that stalker angle.
Love it.
Love it. Okay.
Love it.
I think that adds some nice depth and story to that division.
Absolutely.
He said increasing pay-per-views have been great for the bottom line and something he's confident in by studying future years. Yeah, I mean, there has never been a promotion that has added more pay-per-views and regretted it
Yeah.
because you will make so much more money.
Yeah.
You're talking about if you're doing quarterly pay-per-views at 100,000 buys at $50, it's a $5 million show. You split that rev, you're making about $2.5 million.
For sure.
But now you times that by 12. Your guaranteed money is about $2.5 million per show, plus the gate.
Excuse me. I think it's also better for wrestling fans overall in a certain way, where it'll, in my head, maybe I'm romanticizing, it'll bring back that old school thing of like, yo, I'm ordering the pay-per-view. You guys want to come over?
I love that. I
Right.
love that shit.
Same here.
But there is a big problem here, right? And I'm not blinded by this.
Okay.
Somebody wrote to me. He's like, oh, you sit on your ivory tower and you're okay with paying $600 a year for pay-per-views. No,
It's
I'm
obsidian. It's an obsidian tower.
not. Obsidian. What is going on the screen?
MG, what
My
are you
bad.
doing?
Thank you.
My bad.
Stop
I didn't
clicking.
mean to do that.
Stop clicking.
Didn't he yell at you this morning to stop clicking on shit?
He just bashes his head. You don't even know. You're just bashing it on the keyboard.
He's got like a Phantom of the Opera thing going on. He's just clicking the keys.
Oh, dude, can I buy you a Phantom of the Opera mask? Would you wear it on the show?
Cape 2.
Oh, and the
I
key
might.
too. Yeah. Okay,
I
perfect.
might.
You know what? I'm gonna get that. Yeah, perfect. Suncast is getting a new production machine for Christmas. He's gonna get the Phantom of the Opera outfit. That's how we're doing it.
Tuxedo, cape, and the mask.
Yeah. I'll buy the whole thing. That's hysterical.
I would love it.
Guys, like, hey, you sit on your ivory tower. I'm like, dude, I realize that's a lot of money for me too.
Yeah.
$600 a year
On wrestling.
on wrestling.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Apart from all the other wrestling you pay for.
Apart from all the other, apart
Right.
from everything
You
else.
know.
I get it. And I don't think that should really be the model.
Mm-hmm.
But, if you're able to guarantee that kind of viewership, then you're going to be able to do it. But there's also the other question here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's talking about a nice bump in revenue because he's doing pay-per-views monthly or whatever, 9 times this year, plus 4 Ring of Honors. How will this change? Because BR is dead.
Mm-hmm.
It is a non-supported format. They moved everything over. So the move is happening to Max. There is no pay-per-view functionality. So is this part of that hang-up in the negotiation where they want a guarantee of the $5 million per pay-per-view? They do a split with them.
Yeah.
And they charge a monthly fee. I don't know what the answer is here. And I've heard multiple conflicting reports from people within WBD. So
Yeah.
that really tells me that nobody really knows other than, the top 4 or 5 people that know.
Right.
How much is Max now?
I think I want to say it's $14.99 a month. I still have like cable. So my premium channel is $12.99 and I have Max on like a bunch of shit.
Okay, so you have to equate how many people that are ordering the pay-per-view on BR,
Right.
that 100,000 or so, how many of them are paying subscribers to HBO Max?
Right.
If it's only 20 to 30%, I would say this is a great move for AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Because that 100,000 will go over. They'll order the pay-per-view. You'll get other people that sign up also because it's justifiable at $14.
Yeah.
And now you got more people subscribing. If everybody's already paying for Max, if they've done the analytics and they're like, no, about 75% of people already pay for Max, is it justifiable for Max to pay AEW $2.5 million, a month extra? I don't know. I don't have that breakdown. But these are the conversations that people are having. It's not about AEW being on there.
Yeah, it's a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
No. I'm not. And people getting Full Gear is on BR, but we don't know. Like 2024, you're only going to support this platform for one company,
Right.
We're going to find out because I was told 2024 is when they're going on, first quarter 2024, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. I'm very interested in that business end.
Next up, apparently. Wait, where are we at right now?
He said he said
go.
increasing pay-per-views have been great for the bottom line and something he's confident. He also stated that we built a nice calendar this year that is sustainable.
Yeah.
He said to some cross promotion with the coming Iron Claw movie as AEW head to Dallas. Oh, very cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
You see the trailer for it?
Looks great.
Doesn't it look awesome?
It really looks good.
I want to see I can't wait to see
I
the
wonder
bear.
if it'll be better than the wrestler. You can't wait to see the bear as Kerry Von
Yeah.
Erich. And he's too small for Kerry, though.
He looks like him now.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be better than the wrestler? Is the wrestler the best wrestling movie
I would say so.
ever made?
Yeah, I would say so.
Darren Aronofsky's The Wrestler and the Iron Claw. Huh.
Iron Claw
Interesting.
could I spoke to someone that saw it,
Yeah.
and they said it is emotionally draining.
Just like the wrestler.
But this is a person that has no idea about wrestling.
Okay.
So interesting, right? Like that's the takeaway. We know the stories of Von Erichs. These people don't.
Very sad.
They're going in there and they're thinking it's a movie. It's a movie about wrestlers with Zac Efron and the bear.
And Zach Galifianakis.
And you know what? Zach Galifianakis should have been a Von Erich in that. Which one would he have been?
The small one, the small bearded
Mikey?
redhead one.
Mikey?
Mikey, yeah.
Mikey Von Erich?
So the wrestler, I got the flu on New Year's one year. This is years ago when the movie came out, and I was alone, completely alone. Like Vicky went out with her friends. Everybody had like this big thing. I was alone in the house with the flu, and all I did was watch the wrestler, cry my eyes out, and go, "Why did I do this to myself?"
Oh my
It's
God.
New Year's.
Oh, what a wacky movie, huh?
Great flick, man. I do love that movie. And you know what? It's insane how Jericho kind of looks like what Mickey Rourke did back then
Yeah.
in those promotional pieces for the wrestler. Like covered it like leather with the hair back and like
He was in the role.
it's very interesting.
And Jericho morphed into him now.
Mm-hmm.
Same character, same guy.
Randy the Ram.
Randy the Ram. Unbelievable. Fighting the fake Iron Sheik.
Wanna do some WWE news?
Let's go.
All right, so WWE Backlash France PLE officially announced for May 2024.
I wonder what French Tony Khan thinks of this.
Is he scheduled to call in today?
Not today, maybe next week.
Okay.
We get him on.
We may be able to get French Nick Khan on also.
Oh, French Nick Khan.
Yeah,
And they
dear
hate
God.
each other.
I hear he's got a very different perspective on all this stuff.
yeah.
The show will be titled WWE Backlash France and take place from the LDLC Arena in Lyon descends on Saturday, May 4th, 2024.
See, that's the problem, though.
Cool.
Nick Khan, French Nick Khan, is from Lyon.
Mm-hmm.
French Tony Khan, he's from Paris.
He's from Paris.
Yeah.
Paris.
Barry. WWE announces a partnership with Big 12 Conference for championship games. The game will be Saturday, December 2nd at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, and noon start on ABC. After the game, WWE Superstar will present the most outstanding player with a custom-made WWE title belt in an on-field ceremony. This is such a waste of money. Vince would have never done this.
I don't think so. I don't think so. From because who's watching this? You know who's watching this? The recruits that are coming in for the schools. This is where they're recruiting from now, is these college athletes. There's going to be a ton of athletes.
Oh, interesting.
There.
Okay.
So from that standpoint, it's not a waste. It's a kind of a marketing tool to get people to say, "Hey, if this football thing doesn't work out, here you go." So yeah,
Did you guys hear
I
think like the Army?
Yeah, it's like the Army. Football thing doesn't work out. Did you hear The Rock on Rogan? Did you listen to it?
No, I was trying to keep up with the conversation in our group chat.
It was not a good interview. It was not a good interview. He gave nothing.
Of course,
and he turned it to Hogan, and he said that he was going to join Pride in 1997.
And Metallica.
And Metallica. Yeah.
Is that the thing? If you go on Rogan, you have to blatantly lie about something.
I think you know what it is. Sometimes they hung out all day, and I think they spoke about everything, and they got too comfortable. Like it just ended up being that Rogan was talking to him about all of his interest levels, and Dwayne was very careful because he went into like the war stuff.
Yeah.
And Dwayne's like, yeah, there's, it's bad. War's bad. Like he didn't want to go. He was terrified to say anything. He just leaves.
I know. This guy just up and leaves, right?
It's so distracting. It's so distracting.
It's so wild.
Yeah.
We got Rey Mysterio undergoes successful knee surgery. House of Wrestling reports that he'll be out 6 to 8 weeks. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Good.
He's
good
banged
timing.
up for a while, and he wanted to drop it to Logan. So
yeah, good timing on
That's why the Santos Escobar stuff seemed a little too early.
Right.
They needed to get him out of there so he could go get knee surgery. I think it's a meniscal thing. Yeah. Other news: Ronda Rousey, Marina Shafir teamed up at Wrestling Revolver last night, facing Billy Starks and Athena. The match ended. Oh, at one point, Billy Starks dropped Ronda on her head with a suplex. It was gnarly.
Yeah.
It ended with a no contest when Athena attacked Ronda with the ROH title belt. Are they setting something up?
That'd be cool.
I don't think Ronda gives a shit about the money. She's already set for life. She has her farm. She does her thing. Why not show up at Ring of Honor, have a match, put Athena over, or win that title for a little bit and put somebody over? You know what I mean? Like, cool. Why not? Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And I don't hate her like other people.
No.
A lot of people are very affected by Ronda Rousey.
No, a lot of people are very butthurt by her.
Listen, she's abrasive, but she's always been abrasive, and that's her thing, and that's why she's a person that decided that for a living they want to get punched in the face legitimately. Right. You got to be wired a little different.
Right.
Like these are not, it's not me or Rich. You're talking to someone that is wired very differently.
Oh, yeah.
In life. So I think this is cool. I watched the clips. I saw what I saw. I mean, she was Ronda.
Is Indie Ronda building street cred?
She did some really cool suplexes, though, like some really awesome judo suplexes.
Yeah.
And Marina was an MMA, person too. So I think the combination is good.
Wasn't she also one of the horsewomen?
Ronda's version of the horsewomen.
Right. It was Ronda, Marina, Shayna, and
Jessamine Duke.
Jessamine Duke.
Okay.
Yeah. The winner of this whole thing, all this is Billy Starks. Think about the experience that girl's getting working with all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic. You also at Revolve Unreal, Hangman attacks Swerve.
That was dope.
That was really dope. We'll talk about this when we talk about Dynamite. I have to tell you, this is the most excited I've been for Hangman since they came back from the pandemic when he faced Brian Cage in that opener.
Same here.
And that crowd went nuts for him. He's getting his mojo back, which is good to see.
I think we'll get into it. Get into it. Do you want to do some quick WWE highlights?
Let's go into it.
On SmackDown, Santos Escobar attacked Rey Mysterio after his match, said he had it coming. Great, a little too soon, but Rey needed to get that surgery. Kevin Owens is... Whoa, I can't read this.
Kevin Owens building on commentary for Corey Graves, but got suspended. Building on commentary. What are you? What are we trying to say
that
here?
didn't turn out.
Joker's laughing over here.
I got him.
got him.
I got him to read something
Got him.
dumb. Kevin Owens
Filled in.
Filled
There
in.
we go. Kevin Owens filled in on commentary for Corey Graves, but got suspended because he got involved with Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. That makes sense.
Is that like a Michigan thing? Do you just replace words with other words that make no sense in things?
Yeah. Is that a Michigan thing? You
No,
guys
it's-
just dumb pizza?
It's doing these.
I
late
saw
at
your
night.
wife the other day. She looked like a beautiful computer.
Just replaced words with other words.
Yeah. Oh, I sprayed my banana the other day. I'm out 6 to 8 weeks.
Asuka turned on her teammates Charlotte and Bianca Belair to join up with Damage Control ahead of War Games. All right.
Raw, JD McDonough officially joined the Judgment Day. They had a cool piece of business in the beginning of Raw where Judgment Day was out there and Cody started asking, like, I know you don't have a leader. I know you don't have a leader. And they're all like, I'm not the leader. I'm not the leader. And Damien's like, I'm the leader.
Yeah. I'm the leader.
Good job.
I'm the leader, pal.
Drew McIntyre would cost Cody and Jay the tag titles in the main event. Then he would shake hands with Rhea Ripley and Stage.
That's another one. He just threw that in there.
Who's Stage?
Yeah, is there a guy named Stage? I didn't really watch all of
Stage.
I didn't watch all of Raw. But is there a guy named Stage that debuted, MG? Put the camera on this guy.
Can we guess who?
No.
Can we guess what he meant? Stage. It could be.
They would shake hands with Rhea Ripley and Stage.
and essentially align with Judgment Day. I hope he becomes goth.
Was it Dominic?
He doesn't even know.
Was it? Yeah, MG.
Look at
What's all this?
It's an extra word, dude. That's it.
It's an extra word.
Oh my god! All right, great. Extra word.
It's an extra word, dude.
That's MG's other T-shirt. We have keep on digging.
Keep on thinking. It's just an extra word.
And
Don't
it's
look into it.
Just an extra word, dude.
He's gonna get arrested. He's gonna threaten someone with murder. He's gonna be like, I don't know what your problem is. Just an extra word.
It's just an extra word. NXT, Tony D'Angelo and Stacks regain the tag team titles from Chase U. The Dragunov gives Baron Corbin an NXT championship match at Deadline. That should be fun.
All right.
I want to see Baron Corbin as NXT champ. This guy deserves it.
He does. He's doing some good business out there. Dynamite. Let's go into this.
All right. AEW Dynamite. The show started out with Moxley and Yuta defeating Orange Cassidy and Hook. Probably Hook's best match and the most serious match he's had. It's funny how Moxley makes everybody look like a toddler.
Can I let me ask you before we can?
Yeah.
I thought this was a good show.
Great show. Fun.
Not the best. Not a great go home, but a really good Dynamite.
Yes.
Okay?
A lot of fun.
All right,
A lot of fun.
We're on the same page.
Yeah. We're on
Okay.
the same page. Yeah.
Moxley took the punch from Orange Cassidy and no-sold it.
Yeah.
And Orange was on the outside contemplating what to do. Hook, like you said, looked fantastic. You're right. Everybody got elevated here.
I feel like that. I'm being a wrestling nerd here, but I feel like him no selling the Orange Crush is Moxley saying like, "Yo, that's my boy Roman shit.
Yeah.
Don't be trying to do that to me." Right?
Yeah.
Hangman, Adam Page, and Swerve's face to face.
Good piece.
What a great promo from Hangman.
So the story here was that they can't touch
Right.
because they'll be suspended. And Hangman cut. I mean, he didn't even let Swerve talk.
Scathing promo.
He just cut a scathing promo. One on Nana talking about he's just using you. He looks like he buys weed from high schoolers or middle schoolers.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I can't beat you up, but I'm going to kick his ass. And he beats the shit out of Nana.
Hysterical.
Swerve
There
just
was
standing
nothing
there.
Swerve could do. Yeah,
Nothing
that
Swerve
was
could
the best
do.
part.
And here comes security. He lays out all the security. They're making him back into, Hangman.
Mm-hmm.
Very much needed, to be honest.
Very much needed. Very much looking forward to this match. I think this is the match I'm looking forward to the most this weekend. And I want it to keep going. But like I mentioned over the last couple of weeks, does Hangman snap to the point where he becomes the heel and Swerve becomes the baby?
But that was a heel promo we cut.
It
it was a
was.
skate. I mean, if you broke into my house and like
Spit on your baby.
spit on my baby,
Right.
I would be pretty upset too. So we'll see where this goes. But here's the other problem here. Neither one of these guys should lose, but they have to.
Double knockout.
People would be upset at that.
You think so?
Yeah. And we'll see.
We had Sky Blue defeating Red Velvet in a TBS title eliminator match.
Not a good match.
Yeah.
It was what it was.
Samoa Joe defeated John Cruz. Feed Joe all these guys. I want to see that guy with the belt.
Yeah, he's great. Best walkaway spot yet. It was fantastic. Good job there. The Young Bucks, Nick and Matt, defeated Penta and Commander. The Box used a low blow to cheat.
I'm assuming now that was supposed to be the Bucks.
Yes.
Okay.
But then he's like, don't worry about it, dude. It's just an extra word.
It's just an extra word.
Just an extra word. The Box.
Look how we spelled Bucks.
B-O-X. That's how they spell it in Michigan.
Oh, God. I can't. This is hysterical. I can't even be upset anymore.
No, I know. It's just
the Bucks are turning heel, which is always the better of the Bucks. But I don't know. What do you think of the act now?
real quick.
Yeah,
What's that SAT prep course?
that all the Korean kids take.
Yeah.
The something review. Princeton review.
Princeton Review. Can
Yeah.
you get this guy the Princeton Review?
No, they'll kick him out.
There's no way.
Yeah, that all the Korean kids do. Very, very northeastern Queens comment to make.
Yeah.
No, there's no other part of the country where that's
No?
like the Korean kids.
They don't do like the SAT prep?
They do,
Anywhere
yeah,
else?
but it's not unanimously. Like
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that went to Princeton Review.
Listen, those things work.
Did you take it?
No, I didn't.
I got a 12-10 on my SAT, and everybody was very mad at me
I
because they didn't expect me to do so well.
got oh really?
Yeah.
I got a 1280 on the practice, the pre-SAT, and I got a 1380 on the SAT. And I got yelled at, and then I went to school the next day, and everybody had a new car who pretty much just broke 900.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
And you got yelled at.
Drove me nuts. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
The next day I went to school and I was like, oh, is this a parent-teacher thing? All these cars are out here.
Nope.
Nope. It was all...
Everybody got their new cars for doing well on the SAT.
We're like writing your name, basically.
Yeah. Wild. All right, so the Bucks.
Yeah.
Are we past their time now?
I still love them in the ring, but you know what? I love them in the ring. They're great. I'm not going to poo-poo on them, but I'm not a fan of their promos.
Got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see it. The Guns defeated Peter Avalon and Jacoby Watts. Jacoby and Myers. Injury attorneys. Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, Kota Ibushi, and Paul White defeated Takeshita, Powerhouse Hobbs, Kyle Fletcher, and Brian Cage in a Like a Dragon Gaiden street fight.
Very video game themed, very DDT style match. Paul White had no intention of doing more than, as he should.
Listen, that poor man.
Yeah.
I mean, one. You know the dogs in Goodfellas, the painting.
Yeah.
One looking left, and the other one's looking right, and the old man saying, "What do you want from me?" That's Paul White. One knee's going left, one knee's going right. That poor guy. It cannot be easy to walk around like that.
So this is one thing that drove me a little nuts, is that they did a really cool spot with Hobbs body slamming him on a car.
Yeah.
And they didn't catch it.
No, they did catch it. The problem was,
Or they didn't cut to it quick enough.
it was like a quick thing. He went and picked him up, and he struggled a little. And when he finally threw him, I assumed they thought
rough.
he was going to like either plant there or he was going to slide down the center. He slid to the side.
Yeah.
So kind of like looked way rougher than it should have. But my God, Paul White, obviously he's in pain. Obviously his knees are not good. He put this guy over,
Definitely put him over. I do, again, like this is playing wrestling armchair quarterback here, but I would have loved to see that spot happen at the top of the ramp with Hobbs slamming Paul White through the announce table.
Yeah, I mean, that could have done that.
That would have put hops over like gangbusters.
Because
right?
it would have been in the building.
It would have been in the building.
Yeah.
People would have reacted to it. They would have been like, "Holy shit, this guy just picked up the Big Show."
Yeah.
You know, and we've seen it before. But when was the last time you saw that?
When was the last time somebody? It has to be years.
Right.
You know, one of his weird turns in WWE when he was crying.
Still impressive.
Do you remember when they made that man cry every week on TV?
Every week. You know
Stephanie would just berate him and call him an idiot. Can you imagine?
You know what I love?
You dumb giant.
Oh, what did she do? Like there was only one giant in my life,
and it's my dad.
Alluding to Andre, right?
Yeah.
So
Andre's her father.
You know what era of Big Show I really, really loved?
Yeah.
When he would come out every week on SmackDown as a different wrestler.
Oh, that was when he did the smack. He was Hogan. He
was
came out as
Rikishi.
Dusty. He came out as Rikishi.
Shokishi.
Shokishi, yeah, that was great.
The Guns.
We did that.
Did we?
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, so this
I'm
match.
leaving.
Okay, let's talk about this match. Kota Ibushi did a bicycle spot, and the highlight of the night was Excalibur screaming, "Tony, he's got a bicycle!"
That's right. Very funny.
Where was the commode lid?
No commode lid.
Did they forget? Oh, he's got a commode lid. He knocked him on his ass. Best Dusty moment.
I love that they did the bike spot. It was very DDT.
Yeah, the bike, and I've never seen somebody balance themselves on a bicycle going so slow.
I think he was too big for the bike.
Yeah, he was struggling. He was struggling hard.
Just bopping people with the pipe.
And then he got murdered. He took a gnarly spot.
Yeah.
What was it? It was a brain buster on the bike.
Yeah.
On the bike. Yeah.
On the bike with the pedal freaking sticking out.
Total DDT spot in that match.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild. Kenny got the pin, one-winged angel on Brian Cage. Brian looked great, too, in this. I like how insane he looks with the face paint now.
Yeah.
He's no longer a Wolverine. He's a Road Warrior.
Yeah.
Very into it. Paul White clearly had no intention on going down that ramp.
No.
Yeah.
Was that you guys do?
Apparently he wasn't supposed to because of his knees. He can't. The angle hurts his knees too bad, so that's why I think.
That's terrible.
From what? Yeah.
They just have him lowered into the ring.
Just propel him in.
Yeah. Just like lower him, or like a zip line into the ring next time, like Shawn Michaels, like Shawn Michaels.
I played that for Jess, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That Shawn Michaels entrance where he's ziplining, and Vince is just orgasming the entire time. And Jess goes, he goes, I can't believe this is the same man. I'm like, yeah, Vince on commentary was so different. And Vince McMahon, the character, was so different. And this old man, Vince, is so different. He's transcended.
Look at that era, right? You have Vince from then to now, to like that transformation, and also Shawn Michaels from then to now.
Yeah.
You know, he really was the Heartbreak Kid. You know?
He was a sexy stripper.
Right. And again, that my wife doesn't care about wrestling.
Love Shawn.
Loves young Shawn.
Who doesn't, right?
Exactly.
You know who loves young Shawn? Dara.
Yeah, why not?
So our buddy started a podcast, Dara and Kunal.
Uh-huh.
You both suck is the name. Kunal's stand-up comic, hysterical guy. Dara, hysterical. They do this great show together. Lifelong friends, all of us, 20-something years. They want to come on, and we're going to do a watch-along with them.
Wonderful.
So we're going to pick probably a Shawn Michaels match.
It's got to be Shawn Michaels.
Has to be Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's like, she's like, can it be Shawn?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, but not like a new Shawn. Shawn. I want like Heartbreak Kid Shawn.
Dirty
I'm like,
Shawn.
you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dirty Shawn.
Yeah. Any era where he's got the red tights with the broken heart.
Yeah.
Like, that's perfect Shawn.
Yeah.
And with the wacky sunglasses.
95, 96, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Like 95, 96 Shawn.
No, I'll
where
do
it's
96, 97 Shawn.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe that Oh, you know what? Got it. The first Hell in a Cell.
Oh, yeah.
That's
There you
what we'll
go.
do. It has
That's
all
a
the
good one.
wackiness, right? It has Shawn, has him bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
He's still the sexy boy, but he's a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Undertaker. It's got to be Kane. You got Vince McMahon screaming at the top of his lungs. That's the one.
That's a
All
perfect
right,
match.
We'll watch that match together. All right.
Awesome.
MJF promo. He apologized to the Acclaim for getting them involved. He acknowledged that he made a lot of enemies to get to the top. He also threatened the person who stole the devil's mask. I'm the devil. It's Puck.
Is it Punk?
It's Puck. No, Puck.
Putty.
Putty. It's Putty, guys. Who was Puck?
Like from the Weird World?
Maybe that's what I'm mistaken it with. Yeah. So he said he had a bunch of enemies. Someone stole his mask, and then BCG came out. They pretty much said, Jay White said, "Who are you fooling? I know it's you behind the mask."
Yeah.
And they attacked him.
Cool.
Yeah. Full Gear tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Let's go down this card.
All right, let's do it. The Golden Jets, Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho versus the Young Bucks. Winner gets an AEW tag team title shot. Golden Jets disband if they lose. I like this idea. I think this is good. If they start the show with this, great. People are going to be hot for it.
Yeah.
Protects everybody involved, especially Kenny and Jericho.
Actually, there's a 0-hour match, 7 o'clock.
Oh.
MJF and a mystery partner defend against the Guns.
Okay, cool.
And I would imagine we're going to get another one announced tonight, at least one more for that.
Oh, probably.
I think his mystery partner is
Maybe
going to be
two.
Samoa Joe.
It should be.
Yeah.
And he takes him out. Joe turns on him and he drops that title, and you get the ROH titles on the Guns.
On the Guns, yeah.
All right, cool.
Sting, Darby Allin, and Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne. That's
right.
going to be fun.
It'll be a fun match.
I think Sting is going to put somebody through a table for some reason. I have that feeling they're going to do like a big Sting spot for this.
Maybe it's Stage. Maybe he's putting Stage through a table.
It's Stage. Hangman Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland in a Texas death match.
This may be match of the night.
It may be match of the night. I think if it's a Texas death match, I think we're gonna get that double KO. Like double knockout. These guys are just bleeding all over the place. They can't function anymore.
If the person that I think it is that has worked on this entire program, I would say kudos to that person.
Great.
Because it's unbelievable.
TBS champion Chris Statlander defends against Julia Hart and Sky Blue in a 3-way. I think, put that belt on Julia Hart.
I think it's Julia's time, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris didn't come back to the same reaction from when the time she left. Do you remember how hot she got?
Yeah.
I don't know why. Just timing, I guess.
I think it was also like the timing of her taking that title off of Jade and the writing on the wall of Jade leaving.
Kind of poo-pooed it.
Yeah. AEW Tag Team Champions Ricky Starks and Big Bill defend against FTR, House of Black, and LFI, Rush and Dralistico. This is going to be a bonkers-ass match. I think Ricky and Big Bill end up escaping with the titles.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe House of Black wins.
I like Ricky and Bill with the titles out. It
I'm
gives
into it
both
now.
guys something to do.
Yeah, I'm into it.
And
I
Bill
don't hate it.
he's so gigantic. It's great.
He's such a queen shithead.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it. He's one of us,
Mhm. AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy defends against John Moxley. John is going to brutalize that high school kid yet again.
Oh my God. Why is he beating up high school kids? That is his gimmick. He has a backpack.
I want them to do a vignette where Cassidy's just playing basketball by himself in a park. And then Moxley's driving around and he gets out and he's like, hey, how about a game of 1-on-1? And just beats him up on the basketball court.
That happens regularly in Flushing.
Mm-hmm. AEW Women's World Champion Hikaru Shida defends against Toni Storm.
It's Tony's moment.
It's Tony's moment, right? Yeah. AEW World, the main event, AEW World Champion MJF defends against Jay White. How do you feel about this? Do you want them to put that title on Jay White? He looks good with the belt.
I don't think I listen, you're running a pay-per-view next month in Long Island.
Yeah.
Right? So do you pull the title off of him and you have him win the title in Long Island and that's how you end your year? Or do you have him go in as the champion and he wins? Whatever he does, he wins, and that's the moment.
Send people home happy.
Send people home happy. The other thing is, will the devil, will he play a part in this?
I think so.
And who is it? Who is the devil?
They have to reveal it tomorrow night, right? Feels like they should, right? Or do you take it another step?
Well,
further?
If it's Adam Cole, which a lot of people are assuming it is.
Are you messaging Adam Cole?
I'm messaging, yeah. I actually got a message from somebody that's listening that works over there.
Hey, buddy. You're Phantom of the Opera.
I am fan of the If it is Adam Cole, he's banged up, right? When does he come back? I don't know.
Yeah. Could it be
just
Roddy?
had surgery.
Could it be Roddy?
Could it be Roddy? I think that would be dumb.
What is a more fun reveal for you?
There's only listen, I'm having fun with this conversation.
Right, exactly.
There's only one person that it makes sense for it to be.
Chicago Phil.
Chicago Philip. Philip from Chicago.
Phil from Chicago.
That's the only
we got Phil
person.
from Chicago on the horn.
Whatever this is,
Yeah.
it will not be at that level.
Right. It's got to be somebody recognizable. It's
And
got to
big.
be a surprise.
Listen, he did throw them through the glass.
Right.
I don't think it's him. If it is, my God, that's one of the greatest works.
Jungle Boy or Chicago?
Philip from Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah. It would be one of the biggest works in modern history
I think
for
so.
professional wrestling. It
Yeah.
would be a tremendous, tremendous piece of business. Do I think it's that? No, I think everybody's having fun here with this.
Yeah.
He's having
don't
fun
know.
with it.
I
Have
don't
you seen
know.
some of his posts?
And if it
on,
is him,
Instagram,
I will say this was one of the most best kept secrets outside of Montreal being a work.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
For sure.
I'm throwing that in there.
Listen, that's my favorite. That's my
All right,
favorite
I'm just
conspiracy
fucking with
theory.
everybody. I know. It's such a good conspiracy theory. Andrew Brown says, no, it should be the beginning of Andrew Zarian's vampire storyline. Who's the vampire?
Who's the vampire?
Imagine he pulls it. He goes, I'm not the devil. I'm a vampire.
Danhausen?
It's a Danhausen. Did you see the voice message from Danhausen, my kids?
No.
So I've been telling my kids, if they don't behave, there's going to be a consequence. My kids are nuts. So I'm like, my son lost his tooth.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't guarantee you the tooth fairy is picking that tooth up.
Yeah.
I'm like, have you seen this man? And I show the Danhausen Halloween 3 video. Very, very, very nice. My kids love it. They love Danhausen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's a bad man. So I went and I got a cameo. I paid for a cameo to threaten my children with a Danhausen.
That's hysterical.
So he left the message. He's like, yeah, I will take your teeth and your money if you don't behave in school. My kids believe it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Nice.
now they're like, I thought your friends. Is this your friend? Why is he sending this? Like they don't understand why this man is now threatening them.
It's become real.
It's become real to them. So who do you think it could be?
Listen, I would love it if it was CM Punk, right? I would love it if he was like, ha ha ha, worked you all, blah blah blah, and then everybody would shit their pants, right?
Yeah.
I'm okay with Jungle Boy. I'm okay with Ziggler. I'm okay with Ali. I'm okay with pretty much everybody
But
else.
it won't be them because they can't show up till December 20th.
Macy K4444 in the crowd, in the chat says Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle, I mean, where does that make sense? I guess with Roderick Strong, I guess that's the...
What would blow you
yeah,
away?
because he was part of
CM
that
Punk.
crew, right? He
CM
was part of
Punk,
that
CM
crew.
Yeah.
Okada.
It's Drew McIntyre,
It's
dude.
fucking big.
He doesn't even fit in
You
there.
lost cabin pressure.
We
Now-
lost cabin pressure.
Now it's gotta be. People are good. Oh, it's got to be somebody small. It doesn't have to be.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
Flair.
Oh my god.
And imagine he does the Oli voice. Sting.
Um,
It's a ridiculous angle. It's a black scorpion.
Black Scorpion.
All
oh
over
my
again.
god. Wardlow,
God, I
Too
hope
big.
not.
Osprey. Could it be Osprey?
Osprey, Darby.
You know what? I would, if it was Osprey, that was the reveal at the end. Osprey takes it off and he goes, I am the devil. And that's the match. And Osprey beats MJF for the title.
I'd be cool with that.
You know what? You did it the right way.
Yeah.
You had your blue chipper
Yep.
beating the other blue chipper.
That's perfect.
Great. That would be great. Listen, Adam Cole,
Mhm.
it could be. It could be Adam Cole. And it makes sense for it to be Adam
Yeah.
Cole. I don't...
Britt Baker's another one.
Yeah, but how does that,
I do feel
She is the devil in that music video.
right. Sammy is another name.
Vince.
Ugh, it's me.
It's me, Maxwell.
It's me, pal. Sammy's another one. Sammy Guevara. But again, like what won't be a disappointment for fans? I feel like most of the names we named would just be duds.
I think
For us, at
Osprey.
least.
Osprey.
Osprey, great.
Uh,
I'd be okay with Darby. Wardlow. No.
they've already said that they're coming after him, right?
Yeah.
So it has to be someone that we don't expect it to be.
Kenny Omega.
Imagine.
Mhm.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah. for sure.
We'll find
I
out.
think it'll end up making sense. We'll all go, oh, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Imagine it's like the Sting thing. Like he takes off the mask and there's another mask underneath.
Is there collision tonight?
Yes, tonight. is
Okay,
Collision.
so we're getting Dax versus Roosh, Saraya and Ruby Soho versus Statlander and Sheeta, and Miro versus Dana Garcia. And we also have Rampage, right?
We have Rampage as well. Renee Paquette has individual sit-down interviews with MJF and Switchblade Jay White. Timeless Tony Storm takes on Sakura.
Great.
Oh, is this the warm-up match for her?
Yes, this is
Okay.
the tune-up match she asked
tune-up
for
match.
on Wednesday.
That was great.
Mhm.
She comes in, she goes, "Speak to Mr. Khan at the studio." Like he's the studio head.
Yeah.
He goes, "I'll have a tune-up." I love that gimmick. I love old-timey shit.
Same here.
If I could be an old Victorian woman, that would be my pick.
Yeah.
I want when I come back, okay? When I come back,
When you reincarnate.
when I reincarnate,
Uh-huh.
I want to be reincarnated as an old-timey Victorian lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That seems like a pretty rough life.
Habitually 63
Mhm.
and an alcoholic.
Mhm.
That's all I want.
I don't think you know what? You'd be addicted to laudanum.
Laudanum. Oh yeah.
Classic.
Someone bring me the laudanum.
Mhm.
All right.
I'm getting
Did you notice-
hysterical.
Real quick, did you notice Tony's doing that thing with her hand that you used to do with Anshante's
Yes,
character?
I know.
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
I'm going to tell you
It's
something.
great.
I'm before my fucking times.
Yeah.
You understand? I come
Okay.
up with these gimmicks and I come up with
Jesus.
these characters, and then somehow somebody else has a. Listen, they're not ripping me off. Just very smart people.
Parallel thinking.
Yeah, parallel thinking.
All right. We got a lot
Fair
of
enough.
questions here. We got a lot of super chats.
Oh, Horny Harry's in the chat too.
Horny Harry. Big shout out to the horny one.
Big shout out to
Horny
the horniest
Harry.
of the horny.
Keep staying horny. We got a lot of super chats in the chat room here. If you want your question to be answered ahead of everybody's, you can super chat us. We have a lot to go through, so bear with us.
Can I just say that Becky Lynch was on Jeopardy
Yeah, what a dud.
and she got no answers correct. It's the first time ever.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? I'm a big Jeopardy fan. I
They don't-
DVR
listen,
Jeopardy.
and they don't give you a couple ones. You know, I would imagine they would. They'd be like, listen, we don't want to look like dum dums.
It's Celebrity Jeopardy, so the questions aren't as hard, right?
Yeah.
It was Macaulay Culkin, Rachel Dratch,
Yeah.
and Becky Lynch. And I feel bad that Becky completely effed it.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
This is from Lou Leone. With Vince's $800 million redeemed from his stock sale, what would he be buying? A big effing yacht. Big boat, one of those
He
super
got
nuclear
600.
boats.
He got under 800, guys. He maybe he can't afford it. He only got 640 million from it.
What do you think he's going to buy? Let's do fantasy. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Did you just something happening?
No.
No. You pee your pants?
I peed my pants.
What would Vince McMahon buy?
One of those super yachts.
Super yacht,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. What would he name it? Didn't he have a boat?
Carmella.
Carmella.
He would name it Carmella's lasagna.
Carmella's lasagna. Well, with the fresh basil on top? That's Carmella's recipe.
Yeah, I would say like a mega yacht or a mega church. Imagine if Vince gives it all up and just becomes like a pastor at a mega church,
You know, I would pay to see that.
speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
Give me all your money. All right. Let's say we got Glassdoor Gamer.
Yeah.
AEW pay-per-views on Max should be part of the sub or extra? Question mark.
You know, in a perfect world, it would be part of the subscription, right? That would be great for most people, but I don't know. I don't know if they're willing to give up the money. You know, WWE gave it up because they got such a great rights deal. So it didn't matter. Peacock was paying them a tremendous amount of money to have their content on there. Obviously, AEW doesn't have that depth.
Yeah.
So they're still... Listen, pay-per-view's not dead. We know that. And there's about 120,000 people that are willing to pay for an AEW pay-per-view.
For sure.
So we'll see. You know, we'll see where that goes. I don't know.
This is from Rock Hard Joel Wood. So, Andrew, who do you think is Tony Khan's big signing at Full Gear?
Will Ospreay. That's
Okay.
what I think.
Well, Osprey with a chance, cloudy with a chance of Mercedes Moné.
It could be Mercedes.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big get too.
Could be Julia.
Not Julia.
No.
Nope. It's not Julia.
Dolph Ziggler.
Too many WWE people on that.
But they got to call him Golf Ziggler.
Yeah, I was never the one to be like, we need less. But now it's like,
we don't need too many. This is another one from Rock Hard Joel Wood. It seems WWE has interest in Julia and Okada. Do you think either one will go to WWE? This, we touched on this before. Can you imagine Okada, the Rainmaker, in WWE?
I could.
Yeah.
Money talks. He's done everything he could do in New Japan.
Oh,
what else is there for him to do?
Yeah.
I'm being serious. I would prefer him to be in New Japan. I get it. I like him in New Japan. I think he is so impactful for that company.
Yeah.
I don't believe in having one place have everybody.
Right.
But he's still young. He's done this for a number of years. Who knows how many more years he wants to do it? He could get a huge payday, go over to WWE, wrestle for 3 years, and then go back.
He just turned 36, right?
Did he?
I think so. I think he had a birthday earlier this week.
Let's see.
That's the question.
36,
Does he want to? Does he want to be in the States? Does he want to move here? That's the question for him.
Wouldn't it
Now,
be like
Julia's younger. I could see her doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Nakamura did it, so.
And Nakamura stayed, too.
And Nakamura stayed, and he could have left. He could have left AEW. He could have left back to Japan. He loves being in Florida. He likes to go surf. He has a good
life.
Thing. And he likes the company.
Yeah.
They treat him well.
I think it's that challenge, right? Where it's like, Nakamura's got a good life.
Listen, he's also, you could be so nostalgic about being a wrestler's wrestler. But once you go to WWE and everything is taken care of for you.
Oh, my God, yeah.
There's no looking back for some people. Some people, they don't like that. But other people are great with it. I think Nakamura appreciates where he's at, and he's fine with it.
Absolutely. This is another one from Joel. Ospreay's deal isn't up until February. Would New Japan realistically let him out of his deal early just to go to AEW?
Well, I don't think the wording was interesting from Tony because he didn't say we've agreed to something, right? Wasn't that the wording? They could use both of them. I mean, they have an open relationship. They're sending over Danielson, and Danielson's an AEW guy. Danielson is there. Mox is there.
Kingston.
I mean, they have a lot of their guys. So I think it would be totally fine. I think they would be okay with it.
Yeah.
New Japan knows that this is a big lifeline in the States for them.
Oh, forget it.
By being represented on AEW television and having their talent in that company, it helps them. So I think the relationship is fine. And if we could stop thinking like this is WWE.
Right.
Because WWE doesn't work with anybody.
It would be funny if it was like a good swerve, but a funny swerve where he's like, we just signed Tetsuya Naito.
That'd be a nice
And
swerve.
that would be like kind of interesting,
Yeah.
I'd be into that. This is from Andy. The latest on Punk, Julia, and Ospreay. Well,
I don't have anything on Julia, but she is coming stateside. I don't know who's going to get her.
Right.
Punk, I think he's having fun on the internet.
Yeah, who knows, man?
Who knows? I don't know. I've heard nothing. And Ospreay, I believe he's headed to AEW.
Yes. This is from Randy. The devil isn't Punk, but hypothetically, if it were, would it rank as greatest swerve in history, the greatest since Hogan as the third man?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
100%.
If
I don't believe it's Punk. Okay.
Right.
I don't want to put it out there and people are like, oh, it's CM Punk. I don't think it is. I would love to see that be it. I think that's a great piece of business because it got people interested.
It would be definitely a talking point, right? It would be one of the most biggest things to talk about in wrestling for a long time.
Yeah, but this guy has the itch still.
Right.
He's posting all these videos. He it's not like he hates wrestling. He wants to wrestle.
I do think if it is Punk, I would love to see it very in a very cool way where the camera starts on that belt. Right?
With the X, yeah.
And then it moves up.
Do you think he kept it or he gave that back?
Who knows, man? Either way, he'd still have it, right?
Yeah.
And then it pans up to the devil mask. Boom, takes the mask off. I'm the devil. I never lost my title. Blah 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 blah. In Long Island, I'm gonna kick your ass, Max. And then
and he is a heel in Long Island. Remember?
Yep.
He got booed the F out of that building.
And then Punk wins in Long Island. Takes the belt from Max.
Yeah,
and then at some
lose their
point,
mind. People
Max,
lose their mind.
and at some point, Max takes it in Chicago.
Love it.
Right?
I'm okay with
that. Wouldn't that give you chills?
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I like it when I can't see it coming. Just like MG's typos and sentences. He can't see that coming either.
What planet is he on right
now? He's in the Ziticular galaxy.
Now, what are your top 3 greatest swerves or moments in wrestling? Third Man Hogan.
Third Man Hogan was, impactful.
Third Man Hogan.
Give me another one. You guys, give me some. I can't
DDP revealing himself as the stalker.
Terrible. Oh, yuck.
That's one of my favorites.
Yuck.
That is one of my favorites.
Are you saying swerve, like unexpected?
Yeah, unexpected.
Didn't see it coming.
Didn't see it coming.
Didn't see it coming.
Do you rank Rollins' turn on the Shield up there at all?
Rollins' turn on the Shield was great. You know what? Rollins' cash-in
at
WrestleMania was fantastic.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
Well, if you want to go back, Sean and Marty, right?
The Sean and Marty breakup. People saw that coming. They knew it was happening.
I got one going way, way, way back in world class. The Freebirds turning on the Von Erichs. That's probably one of the first ones. No one expected that then.
Yeah. The Mark Henry retirement speech.
Oh,
great.
Wonderful.
In his salmon coat.
Beautiful. This next one is from Trust the Process. Thank you. Thoughts on AEW's booking of Hook? He had so much momentum and promise, but has gone nowhere since. Feels like they don't trust him.
No, they just haven't had anything, and he's still very young.
Slow burn.
And they're building him. He's getting in. He's learning how to work.
He'll have his time.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think he has his time.
I do love how Proud Papa Taz blows him up on commentary. Because in the beginning of that match on Wednesday, Hook just rammed right into Moxley. And Taz was yelling like, "Oh, you don't back down. You don't back down from nobody." Or whatever he said.
Oh, good old Taz from Massapequa Park.
Another one from Joel Wood. Thanks, man. Funniest match ever. The Bucks kick Penta and Commander in the nuts and get booed, and then walk up the ramp and sign more kids' shoes in the front.
Yeah, that was great. That was hysterical.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good low blows. This is from Trust the Process 34 again. WON said TK plans to have All In at Wembley in August annually moving forward. Do you worry that would oversaturate the market and reduce anticipation? Not at all. The UK,
you think every year they can do that over there?
I think so. If it's your one,
well, we'll see. Tickets go on sale soon, right? We'll see how fast these sell.
If it's your once a year show,
it'll sell
in that venue. I think it'll always sell out.
Remember that bozo that put that dumb message saying that they won't do more? They're going to do 40,000 and that's it.
Yeah. People don't get it, man.
No. He got it. He got it.
He got buried.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then he
but you didn't.
No, because I'm too smart.
Right. This is from Huncho. Thanks. How much WWE benefited from Cody, does it make it good business sense to just let WWE keep Punk in their back pocket, or should he make a preemptive move and reconcile with him to block WWE? I think Huncho, correct me if I'm wrong. I think you mean if Tony Khan kept Punk in his back pocket to block WWE from getting him?
With how much WWE benefits from Cody, does it make good business sense to let WWE just take Punk in the back pocket, or should it a preemptive move?
I think he meant AEW somewhere.
Well, I think I don't know. For WWE, I don't know. I don't know how
block WWE from getting Punk. So like Tony Khan, AEW still has him on retainer or some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the smart bet. I think for Tony, I've said this. If he can make it work, that would be it. You know?
Okay.
If he can make Punk work, that would be tremendous. But not happening. Right now he's gone. So we'll see.
I am done with the super chats.
Okay.
So now we can go into regular questions.
All right, let's do 5 minutes. We'll end at noon.
5 minutes. Yeah, guys. Got a 5-minute warning here. This is for MG. Max says, MG, as a gremlin in Detroit, have you tried the new Faygo Dreamin' Orange Cream Soda?
I have not, but I'm sure it's fantastic.
Are you a big Faygo fan?
I haven't had it in years.
Mhm.
I usually don't. I
He's a-
don't
he's
drink
an ICP, dude.
sop.
He's a juggalette.
Dude, are you a juggalo?
Juggalo.
Um,
I told you guys this in chat. My roommate was. He was
Sure.
a big juggalo back then.
Your roommate was a juggalo. Your current roommate?
Yes.
Current-
No.
A previous
No, the
roommate.
one- back in like the 90s when they were big, when they were actually
Didn't get it. Not my thing. Never got it.
me neither.
Never got
Nope.
it.
MG, real quick, what's the deal with Michigan pizza?
I mean Detroit style?
Yeah,
Is that
Detroit
what you're
style.
talking about?
I like Detroit style.
It's actually good. It's
Yeah.
good.
I've never had it.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's like
really
a
good.
Sicilian in a frying
It's
pan.
different.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's a couple of
Yeah.
Detroit places in Manhattan too.
Is that?
Yeah.
They're nice. I like it. They're super crispy.
This is from Shriek.
Yeah, the crust is really good.
I hate a Chicago pizza though.
Yeah, me too.
Mhm.
Soup.
Soup, yuck.
Which
Tomato soup.
Chicago pizza should be served with grilled cheese.
Yeah, dunk it right in.
Yeah. I'd love that. Which AEW OG has the potential to be the face when MJF leaves AEW?
AW original. Hangman,
Yeah, for sure.
all right?
Sammy
Swerve,
Guevara
I
comes
think
to
Swerve
mind.
could do. It depends. We'll see what happens with Swerve the next year or 6 months, whatever. But I think he has a tremendous upside.
Yeah, I think it's who do you associate mainly with AEW now?
Big Show, Sting, Christian,
Okay.
Edge, Ric Flair.
Mhm.
No, those aren't the right answers.
What's the first name that pops into your head when I'm like Andrew
Kenny
AEW?
Omega. Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega, right?
Yeah.
Like for us, it's Kenny Omega. For somebody else, it might be Orange Cassidy.
I
just
think
love him.
I think when I think OG, I think that they came within that first year.
Mm.
Mm. That's when I think of OG AEW.
Thank you for describing what you mean by
I try.
original gangster of AEW.
Hey, no, he meant original Goblin.
Oh, original Goblin. There you go.
Matthew Hooks.
I told you not to fucking feed him after midnight.
How do you feel about the state of AEW right now? Hey, he's fine.
What do I think about the current state of AEW? I think
Yeah.
their booking is a little wonky, but I they'll be fine.
They're still babies.
Yeah, they're still babies.
It's fine. This is from a Steel Latino. If you're Penta, do you consider a WWE move? Ooh, I think he would work well in the WWE system. He's very marketable, right?
Yeah, I think I don't know what. He would just be another guy there.
He's very marketable though. And like his moveset isn't something that WWE wouldn't allow.
Very marketable. He has a great look. You
Right.
can sell a lot of toys, a lot of masks.
A lot of cool merch.
Yeah.
But look where Dragon Lee is right now. He would be in that same level. Mm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he's fine where he is.
This is from Royal Pain. In a new contract, will Warner Brothers Discovery pare the AEW shows back to 2? Rampage seems pointless.
No, they're fine with it.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Rampage has its place. Rampage is a very interesting
10
like,
p.m.
You know, 10 p.m. on a Friday.
Yeah.
Cool.
They don't care. Cheap to produce too. Doesn't cost much.
This is from T. Ronan. Who do you think wins the Bucks versus Omega Jericho match? Also, Rich, did you like Loki season 2? I loved Loki season 2. It was amazing.
You liked
It
it?
was amazing. Yeah.
Amazing.
It was great.
I think who do you win? Who should win? I think the Bucks should win.
I kind of want Omega and Jericho to win.
Okay.
You know, because they did call themselves the greatest tag team of all time, right?
Yeah.
So, and it's
Yeah.
a fun way to keep both those guys on the air and to protect Jericho and Omega from getting like injured, you know? You want to do 2 more?
Yeah.
It's from another one from Joel. Who do you think the next AEW star is to jump to WWE?
Oh, that's a good one, Joe.
great question, Joel.
We're talking like top guy?
Let's say top guy and then anybody.
Wardlow.
Ooh, but I think Wardlow would suffer from the Authors of Pain thing, where you put Wardlow in a WWE
They're
situation.
coming back, I think.
Are they?
I think so.
You put Wardlow in a WWE ring, and you're like, oh, maybe this guy isn't as big as we thought he was.
It would have to be someone that will do better.
Right. Jade and Pillman Jr. Great.
Cody, Jade, Pillman Jr. have been so far. Ricky.
I disagree with that.
I
could see that one actually.
I think he's a little too old for them.
Ricky, he's young. How old is Ricky?
I think Ricky's like in his mid-30s.
Let's see. 33.
Okay.
Still young.
Yeah.
I think I could see Ricky going there.
I could see Big Bill going back.
I could see Big Bill going back. They passed on him, though.
Did they?
Yeah.
Top guy, who do you think?
FTR.
FTR, I think in another couple of years, I wouldn't be shocked to see Kenny Omega as an entrant in the Royal Rumble.
I don't know how much it would mean by then.
Okay. Oh, this is
Man, if AEW never happened, we'd be having such a different fucking conversation today.
right?
Huh?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we wouldn't even have the show.
Bucks and Kenny would have been there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Very interesting.
Fascinating.
You want to do one more?
Yeah.
All right. This is from Randy. Super chat $4.99. Thank you, Randy. If it were up to you, how long would you have Max hold the belt, and who would you have him lose it to? Did that question put you to sleep?
No,
Are you sleepy? Are you sleepy boy
very
today?
tired.
Wow.
Sleepy boy today.
Oh, I'm sleepy.
Big old yawn from Andrew's area.
I didn't sleep well last night. I would...
All those nightmares that MG gives you.
Daymares, dude. I got a daymare. I just had another one.
MG, you got to stop sending him the pictures of your wet hair in the middle of the night.
He sends me that. He sends me, and he has like 666 on his fucking forehead.
His eyes are glowing.
His eyes are glowing, foaming at the mouth.
Do you want to see my tail, Andrew?
Do you want to see my
Pictures of his...
He turns into
Got a
the
little
devil
tail.
from Legend.
Oh my god.
That's the best one, huh?
Best devil. Best
devil.
on-screen devil.
Best on-screen devil.
Tim Curry, forget it.
Nothing better than that.
All right.
I like Ospreay beating him.
Yes.
I like Ospreay beating him better than Jay White.
Yes.
You know, like who should? I don't know.
Now I've said I feel like they need to hot potato this belt a little bit.
I you know what? I agree with you. I think if we had a couple people in that ranking, it would kind of add a little bit of excitement. I also would have a a title change on TV.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Classic. Like I said, we've talked about this. Hot potato the belt a little bit. If you want to debut Ospreay, have him destroy Max, right? Just have him murder him. And then Ospreay has the belt for a while. I'm not like Max's title run's okay. You know, I think it's like a weird thing, right? Like, has anybody had a really above average title run in the fans' eyes?
In AEW?
In AEW. Jericho's was great.
Okay, let's go down this. Jericho.
Right.
Kenny's
was good up until he got hurt, right?
Kenny couldn't do much, yeah.
Right.
And then it got muddied with the TNA stuff.
Right.
Hangman.
Hangman's was okay.
Mox
may have had the best run.
Punk.
Again, until he got hurt.
Yeah.
Punk was on his way to a great run. I think Mox probably had the best run out of everybody.
Mox probably had the best run.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say so.
MJF's is good, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe I expect too much of knowing what kind of fan I am. You know? But I don't want it to teeter on like old man wrestling.
There's still a lot of people that I would love to see that title on. Danielson is one of those.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see that title on Danielson. I think he, you know, I hate to say he deserves it, but it's also positive for business.
Yes.
And I think it would be, again, it's something that people want to see. I want to see him with the title. I want to see Jay White with the title. I want to see Kenny again have a
Absolutely.
run.
Mox part 3.
You know, like things line up. Takeshita being a major competitor for a title.
Sure.
Okay, I could get behind that. It's amazing the names that we talk about now for AEW's top tier. And when they first started, who was it? It was Mox. It was Kenny. It was Jericho. Hangman. That was it.
Yeah.
Really, right? If you think about it, who's in that top tier?
And I think those guys are still in that top tier. It's very like, because I think the thing with that is like Tony could easily sink into that New Japan style of booking where it's the same guys headlining Wrestle Kingdom every year.
And I got to tell you, I'm tired of seeing that. I'll be honest. I'm tired of seeing, Naito and Sonata
And same guys on top.
and Okada, all the same.
Tanahashi.
Yeah, I want to see more. I want to see some new names on there.
Right.
Yoda Tsuji, I'm into that.
Yeah.
Yoda Tsuji's fantastic.
Shota.
Shota Umino, fantastic.
Cool.
All right, are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
You want to do one bonus one?
Yeah, let's do a
Yeah,
bonus.
one more.
One more bonus question. There we go. What will Orton use as a finisher when he returns? It's from John Gillis.
A big
Smooch.
lateral stretch.
Oh, okay. Not a big smooch.
No, not a big smooth. He's gonna do one of these.
I think a big smooch would be more impactful because imagine getting kissed by Randy Orton in the middle of the ring.
Ooh.
You'd be like,
What are you doing?
Did Randy Orton just kiss me? And then you'd be so confused. He rolls you up in a schoolboy.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
What would Randy Orton use as a finisher when he returns? What, he can't use the
RKO?
can't use the diamond cutter anymore?
Bang. Stunner.
I think he's thinking maybe his back is too bad that he shouldn't do that anymore.
I think he's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's still the move.
Canadian
It's classic.
Canadian Destroyer. That's what he's going to do. He's a giant. Styles Clash.
I would love it if he started doing a Styles Clash.
Now you put your head in and then tuck your neck. Don't tuck your neck. Don't tuck your neck. Don't tuck your neck. It's the opposite.
Tuck your neck. Don't tuck your neck.
It's the only time you don't tuck your neck. Detroit is fire. St. Louis pizza never gets love. It has salty provolone.
I've never had St. Louis pizza.
Never either. I've never been to St. Louis.
Yeah, me neither. I've met two people from St. Louis last week, and you know what they told me?
What?
Don't bother.
Don't bother.
Don't bother to come to St. Louis. You can see everything in a day, and it stinks.
Is it really?
That's what they told me. Yeah, and these are two. I was on a shoot, and these are two people that have never met, and they were like, "Hey, are you from St. Louis?" And they got into it, and I was like, "So what's the deal with St. Louis?" And this is verbatim. If you visited every great place in the world and in the country, and then visited every second great place in the country, and then every third, then maybe go to St. Louis.
Is it like Cleveland?
I don't know. Cleveland's all right.
I don't want to bash on cities that I've never been to.
I don't want to bash on cities either, but this is what I was told.
Yeah.
What's like your scoops? This is what I was told.
Oh, you got a scoop about St. Louis.
Hey, a scoop about St. Louis. This is what I was told.
Let me tell you heard about that comptroller election?
Heard about that guy?
I got a scoop on that.
Listen, we're dealing with Mayor Eric Adams getting into some hot water here.
Funneling money to the Turks.
It's crazy. Cleveland is a dump, says Craig Floyd.
Craig Floyd, that's pretty aggressive.
All right.
All right. We ready?
Yeah. Let's fly out of here.
Goodbye. Hold hands. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you, everybody.